And we're back. Welcome back to...
Could you imagine you just leave the planning in there too? It's like, yeah, this is what happens, everybody. What a bunch of loose plans. Go ahead. Sorry, you were doing an intro. I'll shut up.
Welcome to a horrific evening. This is our... I was going to say the number of the episode, but I do not remember.
74.
This is episode 74 of A Horrific Evening.
I think.
My name is Abby Stonehouse.
Hey, keep going.
And this is Fernando P.
Keep going.
We will be discussing topics such as the horrific crimes that are
75.
75. This is episode 75.
Wow.
Yeah.
70 fucking 5.
That's wild.
That's pretty fucking wild.
That's cool. I like it.
You know who's also celebrating? Well, I mean, 75 seasons, but Formula One, 75 years of...
Wow.
Yeah. So...
Man, people love Formula One. And people that don't love Formula One...
They know a bit about it, at least?
Actually do like Formula One.
What do you mean? Well,
Like, it's just like... I feel like there's the fandom of Formula One, and then there's people that are like, yeah, it's cool. And then, but they're very easy. They can slip into fandom so easily.
Yeah.
Because it is a really cool thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's either you're a fan or you're like, yeah, that's cool. And then, like, it's just 2 episodes of Drive to Survive, and then they're fucking hooked. Yeah.
Oh man, it really, for me, it really sucks because for me my entry point was Drive to Survive, but now I cannot stand it.
Yeah.
Because,
I haven't tried watching it in years, I feel like.
I mean, you can watch. It's still entertaining, but if you're not following the real stuff, that's my thing. It's first of all, it's the last year's season, so I knew what happened, and everything that actually happened in real life is way more dramatic than the stuff that they make up.
Yeah.
Just this year, like it's been like I think they're up to race 4 or 5 out of like 22 rounds, and there's been so much drama, straight up. And
it is like, you think, teenage girls can be petty and dramatic. Just get these fucking, like, it's wild. It's wild.
I mean, you got 20 people who believe that they are number one, running around in circles.
Yeah 100%. 20 people that believe they're number one, and then their team that also believe they're number one, and also that they're great. The whole team is great, and they do nothing wrong. So it's so entertaining. It has been.
Anyways, great stuff. Well, let's move on from that, because enough. I mean, as much as they do have fandom out there, I don't think it's necessarily like that mainstream. Still,
it's gotten a lot more mainstream. Like, the fact that I know about me. It's wild.
I'm always surprised that you remember the names, because I usually give you like the updates of like, okay, so for this especially after qualifying,
the newer ones I always have to remind myself, the newer drivers. But I was at my hairdresser the other day, and she gets hired to do a couple people's hair that go to F1 parties or things. So anyway, she's like a go-to for like a few people that are involved, or just rich people, I guess.
I guess so.
Yeah. And she has been invited to the party. They're like, oh, come do my hair, and then I'll give you access to the F1 party. Wow. And I'm just sitting there. I'm just like, wait, like, do you see the drivers? Are they there? Do you are the team, like, I tried to like inquire, and she's like, I don't think so. There's some like celebrities there. She's not, and then she was like, I've seen like Carey Price. I'm like, celebrity Carey Price?
Isn't that
He's a hockey player.
Well, I mean, to some people that is a celebrity.
I guess
that's
so.
The thing.
Anyway, she was useless to me. She may have, run into Toto, and she does not know.
It's just some German dude that she passed by.
Yeah. Has no idea.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We'd be like, hey, do you think you can like yell at us and tell us about how you sent that email to Michael Massey? Whatever. I mean, that's just too in the weeds.
Yeah. Anyways, so that's exciting for her, I guess. But the city do you know when Montreal F1 is this year?
I think it's sometime in June, I think.
Okay.
But I think it's all sold out too. And honestly, like the more and more I think about it, the less I want to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like because I want to have it like in like in the back of my head as like, oh, it's an experience that I experienced type of thing. But at the same time, it's like I'm gonna be miffed that I missed the race because being there, it's like you see yes, there are screens that you can follow, but you're not like. I like getting all the information. I like the banter from the commentators and stuff like that.
Yeah, you don't get. It's just a completely different experience.
Yeah.
I guess.
So I mean, like I got to do it at some point, but like I'm not. Yeah. Like let's say like the next time I line up and look at the tickets, I'll be like, okay, there's space. Yes, I can. Like I'm not gonna like hurry up and try to like if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, I'm not gonna like die over it.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. And like in the end of the day, if I don't see it here in Montreal, and I don't know, there's a Grand Prix in France or in Europe at some point, especially if I move over there, I might go.
Yeah, for sure.
There's some people are saying that. Well, I mean, I don't know if I want to go. I've never said it.
Horner?
No.
What?
The country. Hungary. There you go.
Hungary. Okay.
Holy shit. That took me a second to say. Yikes. But apparently that's like one of the affordable, like in Europe, it's one of the more affordable races to go see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's we'll see. The world, things are happening out there in the world. So, it's really interesting. Like they're coming to the States in 2 weeks.
Yeah. For the Austin Grand Prix?
No, it's Miami.
Miami?
They're doing, I think it's Miami, maybe Mexico after. I don't know.
Okay.
Anyway, but anyways, but they're coming to the States to Miami, and they're just talking about it like nothing's happening. They're not picking anybody off the streets. So okay, cool. I wonder how their visas and their permits to work and all that, how that's all gonna go.
The U.S. makes a fuck ton of money with these fucking things.
Yeah.
So
unless you're Mr. Orange was there. Mr. Orange was there. He showed up and he was meeting the drivers and
really.
Yeah.
Was this
last year?
Last year?
Yeah, last summer.
Gross.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah. George Russell was like, "Oh, he's here. I'd like to meet him." But like, hey, man, when you go you go on safari, you look at the animals, right? Same thing. So I get it,
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So what's on your mind?
Gosh. I mean, I went to visit my parents this weekend.
For Easter.
It wasn't an Easter thing.
It just happened.
It just coincidence.
Yeah.
I was just like, I have like the more than a day off. Let's go.
Yeah.
To be honest, it was kind of a lot. My dad, like my parents moved last year, and when they moved, they were like, oh, well, like and the guy's like, there's a guy renting the farm for my dad, and they're giving him like 2 years to decide whether
he buys or not.
That was the plan. And 2 years
have gone
to
by.
me.
No, okay, no.
What?
Right, no, it's like in 2 years have gone by.
No, it's been one.
No, I know. It's just like everything moves so fast and everything's just so crazy that I'm like, did I miss it?
Yeah. 2 years to me means 2 years. 2 years to my parents.
Oh, it's like a different thing.
Different thing. They're already starting the paperwork.
To sell.
So like this was news to me.
how about the guy who lives there?
The guy, they're pressuring him to buy.
Oh my God, this is not even bad. This is not better.
Yeah. So like I'm angry. I was like and I keep saying, I was just like, 2 years to me means 2 years.
Yeah.
Not less than a year.
So your mom's pushing.
Yeah.
More than your dad.
And my dad.
Your dad is also pushing?
Yeah. So like I don't understand any of it. So like it was just a lot. It was a lot. And then I was upset, and like my dad's like, I don't understand why you're upset. And I was like, you never understand anything. Any human emotion.
It's better that you say it than I say it, but I agree.
Any fucking human emotion. And like, so he was like mad that I was upset. So here we are.
Well, you should have told him, I don't understand why you're mad. I mean, if you want to start the endless loop, let's go, bitch. Anybody can play this game.
Yeah. So
why are you mad about this, bro?
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Well, but for real, like, why are you upset? Because of the time discrepancy, or because they're selling your childhood home?
No, both. Both.
Yeah.
Like, it is my childhood home, so I'm sad about it. And then they don't understand why I'm sad about it. Both of them are just like, well, my mom even says to my dad while I'm standing there or sitting there, they're like, oh, Abby gets attached to things. Very normal to be attached to your childhood home, just FYI. But I am not, I'm the abnormal person here. And so that's been on my mind.
Did your parents like move a lot as kids?
My dad didn't. He stayed in one place the entire time. My mom moved. Yeah.
I'm just curious where it comes from, because, like, for example, me and my stupid past, like, there's a reason I don't give a shit about, like, oh, I gotta leave this couch and this bed and this TV behind because the situation has changed and I gotta move. Yeah. And I gotta go now. Yeah. That's why I don't care about things, because I've always had to, like, be ready to leave.
No, truly, I wish I didn't have I truly wish.
But I still have an attachment to things. Like, you know, like, I'll leave things behind, but it doesn't mean, like... Yeah. I'm curious, like, where their mentality comes from about, like, wow, that's just... Like, if they have no attachment. And, like, especially because they worked that farm. Yeah. Like, the both of them, too. Yeah. Just curious.
No, maybe they just don't want to feel those feelings, so they just, like, they just block it out. I think that's why.
That's probably it.
And I don't know. And then my mom is saying, like, oh, but, like, we're getting older and it's, like, it's too much to manage. I was just like, you selling this place... I accept that, like, it was a lot to manage. I accept all of that. I don't accept the shame that I get put on me for having feelings. I don't accept also the rush. I don't accept any of that. Like, 2 years, but let's get it done faster because I don't want to fucking deal with it anymore. Like, and you're not even you're not doing, I don't know. And then I just don't understand. Parents are fucking hard. Parents are really, really hard sometimes.
Yeah. And you know what's funny is, like, they could have also, like, been super bad with you and beat you, but they didn't do those things. So at least you got spared from that.
Yes.
Could you imagine, it's like they shit on your memories and they used to beat you?
Yeah.
That sucks. That fucking sucks, dude.
Yeah, could be worse.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So a question, like, you know, like the stuff, like, you know, whenever I talk about this particular subject, I can always, like, come across as somebody who's, like, very money focused.
Yeah.
But you're laughing because you know it's not true. Like, I'm like,
yeah.
However, I'm always curious because I find it extremely hilarious, and that's just between us girls. But so, how do you feel about, like, the financials of it? Like, are you getting screwed in your inheritance, or what? No, you're still good.
I don't.
Still solid.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, good then.
I don't care about that, but yeah, I don't know.
Well, I don't know, if they sell for less, you're losing money, and I don't care about money, and I know that.
No, I think they're getting market value for it. Yeah. I don't know. And it's all very exhausting. Like it was not even it was like a year ago that like they decided to move. Yeah. And then like...
And it was very quick too.
It was very quick.
Oh my God, it's true. And there was like she told you like, it's like in June, and then she had you like come over on like in May. She was freaking
out because because things weren't moved by May.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was just like, it's just been, and then, I don't know.
Hey, could you imagine if you live with them? You had to also deal with this like hands on.
Yeah, it's just like they're just a lot. They're a lot, and like I like spending time with them, but like there was moments on Saturday that I was just like so mad at them because like I hear about the paperwork going through right now. Mm-hmm. Why aren't you telling me this earlier? Like, I don't know. Like, it's just like they don't communicate well. And
but like at the same time, like, here, let me like play like their side for like a second. It's their stuff. So.
It's their stuff. It's like I told them that. I'm like, it's literally not my choice. I have no say in the game, but I want to be informed. And also the information that I get is obviously wrong. Because I was just like, 2 years, but it's less than a year, and it's happening now.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Because I was gonna like try to defend them for a second, but like it's just kind of shitty. It's like tomorrow I call my dad and I find out it's like, oh, by the way, we moved. Like, what?
Yeah.
And like that for some reason, like I hear some people do that. They're just like, you don't talk to them for a month and like they've moved.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you had plans to go over to their place.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, well, it happens. But what the fuck do you mean it happens? You didn't tell me shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It's upsetting. I think I'll be upset.
Yeah.
Especially because, hey, when my dad moved to Canada and I was like a child and I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Yeah.
That's very triggering. So yeah.
You're getting there. You're getting there.
Okay,
yeah.
I feel it now. I feel it. Oh.
It's just like it's building of this like resentment and like anger. It's just like adding on.
Yeah, but I think so what we're doing here, welcome to Horrific Evening. No, you did it because I was looking.
We did. Yeah. You looked at me like, did we do that?
Did we do the intro?
I usually don't vent about my parents on here.
No.
It seems a little uncomfortable.
But hey, listen. But
that was what was on my mind.
But it
has been on my mind.
Look, it's human. It's okay. Like if you want something fucking relatable, it's some shit like this.
Yeah.
And ultimately, and I hope that it comes across to most people. I think most people who are like reasonable, who understand other humans. It's like. It's not about the house. It's not about...
It's not.
It's really not. It's just the lack of communication. Like, especially now that you're an adult and you're like deep in it and you understand that, hey, communication is key.
Yeah. And I give people, like... I know communication is hard, but like, try. And then also don't make people feel shitty when they're upset.
Yeah.
I would never shame someone while they're like upset.
Yeah, like, well,
but why?
It's like, why are you mad you broke your nail?
Yeah.
Like, you don't understand that if I did that to my girlfriend when she breaks a nail, because for her, it's like the end of the end, like her week her month is ruined.
Yes. Yes.
Why would I question them? Like, it's nothing. It's just going to go back. Like, that's just me looking to be like fucking, hit.
Yeah.
So I'm shopping for a... It's like a fucking around. I'm about to find out.
It's just so like it's such basic like human decency too. Just like don't shame someone if they're like feeling bad about something.
Yeah, I mean it's like most things. It's like, oh, this is gonna be a great segue. It really sucks when people tell you how to feel or what to do or what to say, what to think.
Yeah,
nobody likes that.
No.
So why is it that I'm officially I'm published. So I published an article.
Oh, yeah.
I'll probably get paid.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I think this week I'll get paid for it. but I it wasn't about the money. When I first started the process to get this column out, it was cool, great experience, honestly.
Great article at the end of it.
Yeah,
you had to work to get it.
Yeah. Really, like
the way that you wanted.
I spent like the money I'm gonna get paid for this. It'll be well deserved because I put a ton of time on it. It came out the way it came out thanks because of the editors. Like it.
Yeah.
It sounds like I've been doing this for like a long time. But they made it look good.
Yeah.
Obviously, like.
But your version was good. It was really good. It was just they tried to like water it down. I don't want to like I just found that
it's the format though. It's 800 words.
Yeah.
And like depending on the story that you're trying to tell, like sometimes it just takes that bit more.
Yeah.
That's why I'm glad that I did the interview too.
Yeah.
And that the interview is also attached to the article because then you get the extra like. The extra layer.
Did you listen to the entire episode of that podcast? Or did they tell you when you're?
No. I listened to the thing.
Okay. Yeah. I just thought it was a little bit comical that like right before you, the person that was interviewed right before you,
the guy with the guns, right?
Yeah. Did that not like?
Well, I literally told you that I was
guns bring people together. Thank you. Now we're talking to Fernando. I was like, holy moly.
I remember
it was just a person with a gun control perspective. Like that, has a gun license and uses guns responsibly.
Yeah.
But it's just like that was the end. Guns bring people together. And then
here's Fernando about to divide people with his little immigrant ideas. I know. It's so horrible. Look, but I think that all of those things are, especially like writing this thing, hearing other people's perspectives as to what counts for them. Like is great experience.
Yeah.
I can't even understand the gun thing. Like this guy, all he wanted was to keep this one gun because that was his dead wife's gun.
Yeah.
I can understand that.
Yeah.
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 The other stuff, I don't know. It is what it is. I'm not into guns, so I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know. Mm-hmm. But look, he. Like the guy said, like he was doing responsibly. He did all the steps. He's responsible gun owner. Fine, that's fine.
Yeah.
So, what the fuck else can I add to that?
No. I just I don't.
It was funny.
It was just funny.
It is funny the transition.
Yeah. Anyways, but you did your article was great. Your interview was great. So, all in all.
Yeah, I forgot the point I was going to try to make.
And then you turned people away from other interviews. You're like, nope.
Oh, right. Thank you. So that's what I remember. So, like, because I was telling about, like, nobody likes to be being told what to say, what to think, what to do.
Yeah.
Because, that's just not how things operate. Like, a reason I will forever complain, but also be grateful to my parents that they weren't, like, hands-on, always, like, trying to control my life and shit.
Yeah.
Because it allowed me to... It made me very slow because I'm an adult now at 41, actually.
Yeah.
But so I wrote the article. I got a ton of nice feedback from random just random people I hadn't heard from in a while. People who took a moment to read it.
Wow.
And it was all very positive. I was worried that I was gonna get some negative shit. And
did you?
Well, it's less negative and more just disappointing. So we got a message. Well, mostly me, but we got it through the podcast, this show's Instagram.
Oh.
So I'm the one that deals with the media management. So I saw the thing. So it was basically somebody who was like,
"Oh no, what was it?"
It's like, "Dear Fernando." I'm like, "Okay, cool." So at first I thought it was like a spam or a scam or whatever. Yeah. Then I saw my name. I was like, "Oh, okay, it's personalized spam."
Yeah.
And I started reading. I was like, "Oh no!" So I read your CBC article. It was very lovely. I'm like, "Okay, cool." This is starting to be very long, so I'm guessing there's going to be a plot twist. My country has changed a lot in the last 10 years that I had to leave the country. And I would like for you to reconsider your vote. You know, basically, it's this person who thinks Canada is their country, only their country, ignoring the fact that I've also been here for like 29 years.
Yeah.
And that the country, to me, if you ask me, if I hadn't followed politics, like, yeah, Canada hasn't really changed that much in all the time I've been here. But according to this person, I don't understand that it's changed so much in the last 10 years. And apparently, I haven't been here for 29 years. And that I should really reconsider my vote to, you know, conservative.
Really?
And to, like, really just, like, you know, take time to look at the interviews that
really? Like you haven't. Like, as if you haven't looked into it. As if you don't have lived experience.
So here's the difference between... somebody... Here's my... It's been the problem that I've had with people who are like the Jehovah's Witnesses that show up my door trying to convince me that I want to welcome them into my home because they're going to tell me how Jesus is going to save my eternal fucking soul. That type of fucking shit. It's not about the religion. It's not about like the politics. It is people telling me what the fuck to think or how to feel about shit. Yeah. Drives me fucking insane. Yeah. Yeah. And also tells me that, first of all, you read the article, but you just read the parts you wanted to read. Yeah. You ignore the fact that I'm also Canadian and that I also have a fucking lived experience, and that it's not yours, and you're trying to fucking convince me.
They live in this like bubble. These people, they live in a bubble, and it's like it's their way. This is their perspective. They don't see how anyone else can have a different perspective.
For people that's another fucking thing. For people who claim to give a shit, they don't understand it. Yeah. They don't understand that they don't. Yeah. You don't care. You don't care about what I wrote. You didn't even fucking read what I wrote.
Did you respond?
Of course not. I'm not gonna waste my fucking time.
Delete.
No, I blogged that fucker.
Yeah.
No, it's absolutely
not.
And if you're listening, by the way, lady, like question yourself. Like fucking like. Yeah.
Yeah.
You should wait. You should wonder. You should wonder why I'm having such a negative reaction to you instead of just like, oh, he doesn't understand. He's just stupid. No, lady. Yeah. Question yourself. Yeah. It is the beginning of moving on from stupidity. Yeah. Okay, have a thought. Yeah. Jesus fucking Christ. I'm shaking. It's not from the coffee.
Look at this person going out of their way.
For this.
For that.
For this.
So silly.
There's real fucking problems.
So silly. Them messaging a fucking podcast Instagram page. Think they're gonna change somebody's vote?
Hey, not only that, I'm not even like I'm like the sidekick of the show. Yeah. I don't care about any of this. Yeah. Yeah. And you're gonna convince and I literally like it, and it's written in the article. I say it in the interview. Yeah. Why I'm doing what I'm doing. Yeah. I don't belong to any party. Yeah. I belong in the decisions of like unity and trying to get through the fucking stupid shit that's happening in the side of our border, and I don't want that shit to happen to us. Yeah. I don't want you guys to experience being invaded because that's happened to me. My family was broken up because of this shit. Yeah. And you can tell by my voice that this really fucking rattles me. Yeah. It's extremely personal. Yeah. Yeah. And when I consider these things, I consider them not just for myself, for my family, my friends. Yeah. I also consider other people who shouldn't be fucking going through this thing.
I honestly think that some people just the baseline problem here is that this person doesn't know how to read. And I think this is a problem in a lot of different areas. Yeah. Because if they read your article, it says all of that. Yeah. And it doesn't. So obviously they didn't read it or understand it or perceive it at all. So then, however, they were able to find the fucking podcast account, which is, I guess, simple enough. Because you can, it's in your bio. You can match the words in the search engine.
Not only that, it's like
you can copy paste it.
Here's the thing. Okay, let's give this person the benefit of the doubt. That's like, okay,
Yeah.
They're a deep thinker. They're not. But let's go. I literally wrote why I don't want the other guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So that's the end of the conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh God, hilarious though. Just sitting at home. I'm gonna guess on her iPad. I'm gonna guess that's how she engaged. It's that type of.
By the way, it's not even a personal profile. It was like a business profile.
Oh,
so whoever owns the business is like talking to me. It might be. You know what? If it's a bot, thank Christ.
Yeah.
But if it's not a bot, the disappointment.
Yeah.
It's like it's heartbreaking.
But she's selling crystals. Like, what is this?
I don't know. It's but yeah, man. There's also the thing that I haven't, and I won't go out of my way to tell you how to vote because that would be
inappropriate.
And stupid because all of these things, all of our things, the cops, the government, the doctors, the hospital, all of these things exist because we have all decided together to be psychotic together, so we have all the services for each other. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All of these things exist because we have decided that they exist. Yeah. Yeah. What the fuck else you like? What the? So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what that was. What was on my fucking mind.
Yeah. There you go. People are annoying.
Yeah.
My parents and this fucking lady.
Yeah.
Annoying.
Yeah.
People, stop being annoying.
And don't you, for the love of God, like I am barely a professional. Don't do it from your professional account, like your business account. You're like trying to sell fucking trinkets. Yeah. And you're doing it directly from there. Anyways, any fucking ways.
Trinkets. She's selling trinkets and scented candles.
That's all we fucking do. This is all we fucking do. We
just sell and buy trinkets.
There's at some point
I love the word trinkets.
Because it's what it is. It's like little knickknacks and trinkets and little fucking what the fuck hours that you put in the back. We exchange shiny things to each other. Yeah. Because that's who we truly still are. Yeah. Just little cave people, like, oh, look at my clothes. You want to look at this shiny thing? Fucking hell, dude. Yeah. Anyways.
There we go.
Space flight
again.
Yeah.
Movie bag.
Yes, it's
movie bag. Move on to movie bag. So I finally, with Fernando's suggestion.
A gentle push. It was ever so gentle.
Very gentle because I didn't know how you felt about this movie until I watched the movie. And then I was like, Fernando, this is a fucking amazing movie. And then you're like, yes, this is...
Yeah, dog.
This is like the space version of Lord of the Rings.
I mean, in terms of us... Like the but Interstellar.
Yeah, dude. Is what I watched, and I am a wrongfully so. He's proven this movie has proven me wrong. I have been a very I avoid Matthew McConaughey movies,
and I can get that
because like I'm just not a fan. He kind of annoys me as a person. But this movie was from beginning to end so well written and filmed and just it was I have no words almost. I have almost no words.
But you better you better find them because that's why we're here.
Yeah. So for those that have not watched it,
you're gonna get spoiled.
You're gonna get spoilers because there's not a way for me to express my gratitude without spoiling it. So when first of all, the first 20 minutes of it, I was just like, what? he knows how to fly, so they want him in space. Like, that was the bias I had.
Yeah.
Because of my hatred for Matthew McConaughey.
Also, the build-up is like, of course they want him because he's the guy. He's gonna fly the thing, right? What is this, Armageddon?
Yeah. Like, this is just Armageddon 2.0.
Yeah.
But no, the world is in a Dust Bowl type state, and it had evolved to the point where people don't believe, like everything is backwards in the way that people believe. Like, they don't believe in science. They don't believe. Like, NASA is a hidden thing now because they're like, oh, space travel doesn't exist. It's all these tinfoil hat people have taken over the world. And that is this is the second time I said tinfoil hat today. Not in this episode, but.
All right.
Yeah.
That's not nice.
Yeah. Right. So the education is teaching kids differently. And like Matthew McConaughey's family, like he's like still carrying on the traditions of science, engineering, all of this, but it goes against what the school is teaching. Am I representing it properly?
Less so with there was no tinfoil. So what happens is like they live in a world where science has lost they've lost the necessity for science in a global manner, in terms of like whoever was like an engineer because he was like a pilot, and all of those jobs and all those things, if you wanted to be like let's say like if you want to do cybersecurity, there's no place for that because we need farmers. So the world is basically starving to death. So anyone who can farm will farm. So because, and also like farming, everyone is farming but is suffering because everything is dry and like the environment has gone to shit. Yeah, so like this is they have like a specific like corn, like they have specific crops that they're growing, but because of the state of the planet, so like the acidity and the levels in it's basically they're gonna run out of crops very soon. It's the end of the world basically.
I think one thing leads to the other, and then Matthew McConaughey is asked to go into space on this mission to find another place where people from the Earth can go and thrive. And so he leaves because he's an excellent pilot. He wants to do it, but he's leaving his family behind, and he knows that he's sacrificing years of like his life with his family, but he's doing it for his family.
Debatable. I think in the end, like it all like comes together, but I think the reason he leaves is it is selfish. He has this that's one of the things I love about this movie, that you can't fight yourself. Like, for example, like me writing my article thing, I had to do it because that's me. For him, he was a pilot, so he needed to do this.
He was like, but he was stuck being this farmer, and he was this like, you can tell that it was not his place. Like he was developing these tractors that were self-driving and stuff like that. Like he was this brilliant engineer, and it wasn't his place, but he was just stuck there. And he got this opportunity to go and be part of something bigger.
That could also help his family and
so
the world.
It was both selfish and not,
it's the beauty of like two things can be true at the same time. It was like that.
But it's heartbreaking because like his daughter was just like so angry, just so angry, and like his son just like understood it, and so he leaves and they go on this space journey, and then like there was like there's different things that happen, and like there was this one like planet or like that they ended up just like 1 hour 7 years.
Yeah.
And that their decision.
Now, so when I told you to watch this movie,
Yeah.
this is literally the fucking scene I was thinking about.
Yeah.
Because I have been watching sci-fi and reading sci-fi for forever.
It is very complex. Like, I won't be able to explain everything.
But that's fine. But if you understood the basic of the concept, because that shit, like, that's
like, time is relative.
That shit fucks you up, though.
Yeah, it fucks you up so bad.
I still get fucked over it.
Yeah. It's this movie, like, I am not a nerd. I don't know space travel. I don't know time travel, any of that. Like, I'm not, but I still enjoyed it, and I enjoyed learning, and I also enjoyed, like, how these characters interacted with these problems that they were facing.
Yeah. I mean, it's a movie, yes, but that's what real astronauts do. They they troubleshoot a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
They know what's happening. They know why it's happening.
Yeah.
You know, they're not singing about it and returning to Earth after 11 minutes and kissing the ground.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking loser.
So yeah, they end up going to this one planet that was it 1 hour 7 years or 1 minute is 7? I don't know.
Something like that.
Yeah, something like, and
I think 1 hour was 7 years, I think.
Yeah, and like the whole thing is that like they were going into this like alternate universe because there was a space there was people that left and they lost communication. So like they were going to these different planets that like once they got into this other universe, they knew where these people kind of landed.
Yeah,
right?
So it's there was like they found a black hole and they were gonna go through this black hole, or a black hole, not a black hole, a wormhole.
Yeah.
And then you go through this thing, and it's I believe it's still the same universe.
Yeah.
They just they jump to a different part of the universe.
Yeah.
It's still like the same.
Yeah. Anyways, it was just like, it was heartbreaking. It was like shifted my brain chemistry forever. The scene where he's watching videos from his family and he's just seeing his son just from like 1 second to the other go from like teenager, adult, father, and he's just like breaking down because he's like, he's just breaking down because he's just missing all of it. And and like his daughter wouldn't, like, he didn't see any videos from his daughter. His daughter is very mad, and then you see the one video just like, I am the age of that you left me, and I'll never forgive you.
Yeah.
And then like, at the end they reconnect, but like, oh my god. And then like, like all you have like in life and whatever universe you are is just like the love and the connection that you
well, that scene is it's fucking wild.
That scene like broke me. And then like the last scene with his daughter, like, oh god, it was crazy.
It was like basically like her, like, she's like, hey, you can go, it's okay.
Yeah.
And you're gonna make me cry, bitch. but that that particular scene and that line that you're saying, it's something that got me, because especially like this year I'll be turning 42. I'll be my dad's age when he left Panama to come here. And like all the fucking things that him and the entire family had to go through. I'm that age. And I feel like I've barely done anything difficult in my life. And it's that movie, there's this the whole thing too, like that it's really like a shot in the dark, and that it was like a mission more about just having a bit of hope, even knowing that this is just not gonna work.
Yeah.
But just to keep that spark
Yeah.
alive, to me, it's everything.
Yeah. It's just, and that was, the real, like, theme through it all, because even the scientists that send that spaceship up with him, like, that main scientist knew that it was, like, he had already, like, their goal was something about gravity, right? Like, finding a place that had gravity for us to live or something like that. But then you find out that he's already solved it. He already knew how to, like, create gravity without gravity. Like, how, I don't understand the science behind it, but remember there was a scene where, like, Murph was just like, this is solved.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and he didn't want to talk about it.
Because it was just an equation that was solved. There was no fixing it. And then when she realized it, that she realized what's he say? Michael Caine. Michael Caine?
Yeah, Michael Caine. Yeah.
Master Bruce. I like him as Alfred in the Batman movies.
He is great.
I like watching that dude.
Yeah.
So he had solved that equation, and there was nothing to it.
Yeah.
It's almost like he was running tariffs.
Anyways, just like, I was telling my mom about it and I was crying. I was telling Mike about it and I was crying. It's just like, there's a lot of lessons in this movie. Yeah. It's very complex, but I love it. But there's a lot of, like, there's a lot of great.
So like, some, like, cool things is I rewatch this movie every now and then. I like, I still get super emotional with the same scenes that you've mentioned. Yeah. So when they land on that planet with the water planet or whatever, where like an hour is 7 years. Yeah. Things that you don't notice, that you don't know. So when they land, there's, like, in a wide shot, there's, like, a bit of debris, and if you pay attention, there's a body floating. So the astronauts that had landed before them there, they had just landed. Yeah. Like, it did that. Their thing had only like, they died not long ago. Yeah. Yeah. So like that the idea of, like, these people, you just got here. Yeah. And they've been, like, technically outside of the planet, been dead for 7 years. Yeah. But they've been dead for an hour. Yeah. It's the time so much. Yeah. The robots. How do you feel about the robots? I like the robots. They're pretty cool, huh? Yeah. What a weird... They were super weird, strange, like the square things.
Just square blocks, but yeah. What did they call them? Tars? Wasn't their name, like, he called them Tars?
Tars, but they had, like, specific names too. But
yeah, I like them. Yeah. They're... Anyways, I don't know.
All right, so from the crew, right? Do you go down to the planet, or are you the person that stays on the main ship?
Me?
Yeah. Do you go down, or do you stay on the ship?
I feel like you know the answer to that.
No, I'm asking you. Yeah. What would you?
I don't know. Wait.
Because they both suck. Like, both options suck. Like, you go down there, 3 went down, only 2 came back. Yeah. Or you stay upstairs. Mm-hmm. And then, like, I think it was like 20 years that passed by or something. It was like a long ass time. Yeah. And he's just like, hello.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I would end up staying on the ship.
Oh my God. You'd be so feral.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, Abby. Until you talk to me.
Yeah. I don't know. It would be hard.
I like to think that perhaps I could be the one that stayed up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I think that I can do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the worry.
Yeah.
Like, I get worried, like, sometimes, like, when you don't come home, like you stay out for, like, past midnight.
Yeah.
If I gotta feel like that for 20 years, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Like, let's just stop being friends. I can't do this.
I know, but then like the alternative is that you're like, you know, this what's the word? Like, you're facing the unknown, the elements or whatever. And like all of me is just like, is this my comfort zone? Like, should I don't know. Yeah.
Another fun thing when they find the astronaut who's a plot twist.
Yeah.
His name is Man.
Yeah.
And he's the best. And they kept saying throughout the movie, he's the best of us, and his family name is Man.
Yeah.
And he's literally
the worst.
He is us.
Yeah.
No, he is us.
Yeah. That's true. I didn't put those two
together.
Well,
that's because, you know, I've rewatched it and I've seen it in-depth things. And
I really want to rewatch it, like, now. Because, like, I know I missed so much.
It's one of those movies where you, like, notice a little things like that, yeah.
Gosh. Again, like, this movie came out, like, a decade ago, and I'm only now.
I think Dan has seen it, but Bobby hasn't seen it, which is insane to me because he's, like, my main sci-fi boy.
Yeah.
And I was actually they were supposed to do an IMAX viewing for the. So, anyways, if there's an anniversary that they do an IMAX,
we're going to that.
Yeah.
Anyways, Interstellar, 10 on 10 recommend.
So Interstellar's a big recommend for you.
Yes.
You need a good cry about things you don't understand? Interstellar.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. You don't even need to understand everything. I still don't. Yeah. And you'll still fucking enjoy it. Yeah. Ugh, it's so good. I love how we started this episode of me bitching about my family, and then Interstellar, and it's just like, embrace the people you love because that's all you have.
It is ironic.
Yeah.
But you know how you feel, like you're upset with them, but it doesn't change that you do love them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Do you have like a favorite quote or something like that, or something like, just like, is there something that you went out of your way to like find out about, or
not yet?
But it's gonna come. It's
gonna come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially that second watch is gonna make you realize some things. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's just like the science of like the time relativity is like very complex and interesting, but I think it'll go way over my head.
But I'll say this, in the later parts of the movie, there's a lot of things that are just it's movie.
Yeah.
You know, that being inside the Tesseract, and is that a word that you caught? Or
no.
So like the thing that he goes into, like where it's like the books and the things.
Yeah.
It's called a Tesseract. Yeah. And it's like this thing that's supposed to be like a different dimension or whatever on paper, like we're 3D, but like there are other dimensions, so that could exist. It's, you know, it's theories and whatever.
Yeah.
But it is, you have to take it in. It's a leap of faith. Like, just have fun with it. It is a movie.
Yeah.
It's super interesting. And by the way, because I was thinking like we were gonna talk about this movie, and like I really wanted to like shout out to my boy, the guy who makes the music for that movie, Hans Zimmer.
It has what? Hans
Zimmer is the guy who made the movie, the music for that movie, the Batman movies, and also Dune.
Oh.
So this dude, every fucking movie that he's in, especially like in recent years, his music
makes that movie.
So much so that I consider it always like an extra character.
Yeah.
Without the music of this movie, like this movie, it goes hand in hand with the music and the movie and the story. Like all of the things work really well together. And just like I hear a couple of notes. And I'm already in the movie.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah. Genius.
Yeah, it's really, really awesome.
Did he win like an award for this movie?
I think he's won a couple of awards. I don't know if maybe for this movie, but he's definitely won awards in the past. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Was this movie like nominated at the time for like?
I think so for some things, but I can't remember. It must have won something.
Okay.
I mean, won our hearts.
And that is enough.
I think so.
That is enough. Yeah. And
also, hey, listen, like I don't make a lot of like chauvinistic comments ever, but whatever. Hey, listen, if I gotta get stuck on a planet with a lady and it's Anne Hathaway, hey, it is what it is. How do you feel about Anne Hathaway?
She's not my favorite part of the movie.
Oh yeah.
She's tolerable.
Yeah.
It was okay, but it wasn't like what I was there for. I don't know.
I mean, you weren't there for McConaughey.
McConaughey either.
But in the end...
But he won my heart.
In the end.
Yeah.
It's one. I feel like it's one of his better roles where he's just... He is him.
Yeah.
But it's not the... Oh, God, it's him all over.
Yeah.
For me, it's two roles. It's that one in Interstellar and when he plays Cole in True Detective.
Okay.
In season 1, I believe.
Okay.
That's a fucking show that you should watch. I fucking love it.
I've never given it a shot. Yeah.
Oh, so good.
I've heard that it was very good.
It's great. It's fucking great. So, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm happy you watched it.
I'm so happy I watched it. I can't even explain. It has changed my life. Anyways, 10 on 10.
All right. So, Criminal of the Week.
Yeah.
This is the part of the show where I have gone on the internet, found a mugshot of a alleged or charged criminal, then I show that criminal to Abby. We make up names between ourselves for funsies, and then Abby tries to guess what the crime is.
Yeah.
She has been right and partially right at least once or twice.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
here it is. What are you gonna call her?
Oh.
This is not Betty.
Not Betty. The non-Betty.
She can't be a Betty and she can't be a Natasha. These are the names that...
Hope? I don't know why.
Hope?
Hope.
All right.
Good old Hope.
So what do you think Hope did?
I'm gonna say she's involved with human trafficking.
As a victim or as a perpetrator? Or both?
Perpetrator.
Or both?
You're not going to be... If you are a victim of human trafficking, are you arrested?
No. It's because you can be a victim, as in you come into the business by force, and eventually you become a part of the chain, and you're the one that becomes, like, without her face, she probably goes and like convinces other girls to
I don't know her backstory.
Right.
But she's getting arrested for human trafficking.
All right, but I'm guessing it's not. All right, so Hope. Oh no, you're right. No, it's
Not just.
No, she's just arrested for beating her boyfriend with a belt.
There's a lot of boyfriend beatings out there.
But you might understand this one though. She was arrested for beating her boyfriend with a belt after he rejected her cooking.
Oh boy.
So you understand? You feel like?
Do I understand?
I don't know. I feel like you're like, how dare you?
Belt.
This is a very specific move, right?
Yeah.
And I also wonder, was it his belt or hers? Now here's my, and I can go deep in this one. Okay, if it was his belt, was he wearing it and did she take it off? Did she go look for his belt?
Yeah.
If it was her belt, was it a thin belt? Because if it's a thin belt, I feel like it stings a little bit more.
Maybe.
What are we talking about? Like, what's the girth of this belt?
Guess we'll never know.
Was it metal? Was it nylon? All kinds of like...
Studded.
Yeah.
Studded belts exist.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, Hope. We've lost hope.
Also, just he's getting beat. And maybe he's into it for like a split second. Is that
That's a thing. That could be a thing.
You're like, no.
It's the consent and intent is important in those scenarios. Anyways, let's take a flight to nowhere. We've been doing this forever. All right. Bye.
Wow, okay,